The Alpha House, one of Kenya's most followed dance group in TikTok, has taken the entertainment industry by shock with their top-notch quality content and a love story saga that never seems to end. However, did you know that this could have been a different team if not for a bold decision back in 2022? Welcome to the channel, guys. Today, we are looking at the deep secrets and the truth behind the rise of the TikTok powerhouse, the Alpha House. Late in 2022, a mixed group of Kenyans and some few foreigners decided to work on an idea, which to execute, they would need some of the best dancers in Kenya. The group had all state-of-the-art equipment as far as production is concerned and also rented a very classy house located in one of Nairobi's residential suburbs. All was needed now was to find the perfect group of dancers to give life to the idea and hopefully establish a strong TikTok brand. In efforts to choose the best, the group called for a countrywide audition of dancers, and as expected, the turnout was quite big with over 100 people showing up. During the auditions, the group would make a discovery which would later play a big part in the epic success of the Alpha House. After doing an extensive research, it was discovered that picking a couple to showcase their moves as dance partners would attract more interactions. A good example having already been set by Colo Blue and Chris Baby back then. Chapter 2: Finding the Dancers. Little was known about most of the people who auditioned, and thus to steal the eye of the judges, one had to make a special performance. On the stage stepped the first group of dance partners, Tonyo and Nkadha. Their chemistry on the stage and later in an interview just showed a special bond that would automatically sell to the public. Minutes later, the judges would also find out of another duo which featured dancers named Klaus and Nasieku. The two had really had a tough time growing their accounts and at some point were even contemplating giving up on dancing, as was confirmed by Nasieku in an interview we did on this channel. Luckily for them, they passed the interview with flying colors alongside Tonyo and Nkadha, leading to the birth of the Alpha House. Chapter 3: The Journey to Fame. The acquisition of the two couples now meant that everything was set, and after also adding a talented videographer, the Alpha House plane officially took off in early 2023. To manage their tight shooting schedules, the group would later be provided with a strict manager to ensure that everything runs smoothly. As a way to make the dancers even more comfortable, Alpha House management provided them with their own rooms to sleep at in the content creation house, meaning that they could even permanently move in if they wanted to. In addition, it is alleged that they would also receive a rumored monthly token of not less than $500 at that moment. On 11th February 2023, the Alpha House officially started on TikTok, with the first video showing Nkadha and Tonyo entering the first ever TikTok house in Kenya. Later the same day, Nasieku and Klaus would also join them and begin a long year which would end in style, as you will find out later in this episode. Chapter 4: Conquering the Industry. Having already created a buzz across TikTok with the idea of two dancing couple partners, the Alpha House now started going viral with romantic videos which sold out to the idea of them dating to the public. In these videos, Klaus would be seen handling Nasieku the same way a man in love would do to his girlfriend, and the same was evident from Tonyo and Nkadha. At this point, everyone was convinced that the four were a couple, and that made Kenyans love them more as we all waited for their love journey to unfold. In a plan to even gain more fame, the Alpha House crafted a new idea of inviting other well-known TikTokers and would then record many dance challenge videos. The list includes the likes of Miss Njagi, Chris Baby, Samantha Dedra, Kolo Blue, Victoria Wendo, Kendi Christine, Clara Mukuna, Ajib Gadhoni, as well as comedians like Eric Omondi. This worked so well in adding more people to the fan base, but a few months later, another big decision would change the story of the Alpha House. Chapter 5. Welcome the new star. For all the time we have known the Alpha House, no one would have ever thought that a new arrival would make the team even better, as they had looked so perfect since they started. However, on the 2nd of June 2023, another TikToker known as Kayet Orwa would join the team and become a regular on their videos, a decision which would later prove very fulfilling. Being a sickle cell warrior herself, Kayet brought up a sense of self-belief and not let anything you are going through affect you from achieving your dreams. Having spoken about how her conditions affect her in terms of not being able to dance for long or even do it vigorously, Kayet has never, not even for a moment, stopped doing what makes her happy. And her presence at the Alpha House gave so many people hope, and many looked up to her as a source of inspiration. Everyone loved her, and despite the fact that she doesn't have a dance partner, her influence is just as good as that of her colleagues. Chapter 6. Let the winning begin. They say that for you to be recognized as a champion, you then have to win awards, and the Alpha House would have not been recognized as the best if they had no any award to showcase for their hard work. That is why when the past Dance Influencer of the Year Awards nominees were announced, there was a huge sense of justice felt among their fans following an incredible year of hard work and persistence. However, alongside their names were two of the strongest opponents in Kendi Christine and two-time winner Ajib Gadhoni. Incredibly, the Alpha House beat the two to emerge as the best dance influencers for the year, in which they had just begun their careers, crowning what has been a perfect start in style. As the new year 2024 starts, we all can't wait to see what they have in store and what new levels will they take their talent to.